So here's an interesting thing. Have you ever noticed that all the really popular YouTubers have avatars that face to the left? Oh, crap. So I'm a little bit late to this party, but let's talk about the E3 trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2. I mean, it took them a decade and a half just to make the trailer, so who cares that I should have made this video a month ago? The original Beyond Good and Evil was one of those rare games that felt polished and innovative at the same time. It had an offbeat setting, great characters, and unique challenges that were fun, if occasionally frustrating as balls. But if anything about it was unsatisfying, it would have to be how short the game was, and the fact that it ended on a massive cliffhanger. But now, after all these years, Ubisoft is finally giving the fans something that they've wanted for I don't know how long. No, not that Super Smash Bunnies bullshit. I mean Beyond Good and Evil 2! People are real excited. So I thought I'd go ahead and give my 2 cents. Now, I originally thought about commenting directly over the trailer, like an actual professional. But then I realized this is YouTube, which is the same relationship to professional entertainment that Go-Gurt has to creme brulee. So instead I'll just use timestamps like a lazy asshole. For a best experience, I suggest having the trailer up at the same time, and watching it up to the timestamp, then switching to the commentary. It's just like Rift Tracks, except it sucks. So right off the bat we have some animal people, which was a staple of the original game. I'm not sure whether there was a chimp in that one, but They're meeting in a Chinese restaurant in this very Blade Runner-looking city. By the way, why does everyone in this trailer have a British accent? The original game was all American. I guess this game takes place in the Londinium galaxy. Also, where did all this stuff about domesticateds come from? The first game never suggested that any human being actually owned one of the animal people. Could sweeping political changes like this really happen in the span of a single generation? Oh well, I guess Star Wars gets away with it. Wait. Swiss chocolate? So, Switzerland exists in this universe? How much do you want to bet that they never bring this up during the actual game? Whoa, language, dude. And apparently it's broad daylight now. Wait a minute, hold on a second. That first scene was just screaming nighttime. That pig guy was eating what definitely did not look like breakfast food, the Chinese lady was wearing an evening gown, and the chimp even said he was about to go on a date. Who goes on a date at 6 in the morning? Come on, people, this is like Continuity 101. Anyway, they're going for a very interesting architectural style here. Sort of halfway between Angkor Wat and those giant pyramid buildings from, Blade Runner. Or India, I guess? Yeah, that makes about as much sense as everything else so far. So don't you normally have to take the CD out of the jewel case before putting it in your skull steering wheel that's made out of pirate swords? Who designed this ship? ZZ Top? This girl with the green eyes does look a little bit like Jade, but I really can't get over that British accent. Maybe it's her daughter or something, who knows. And that pretty much does it. I've got to say, considering that Mikkel Ansel said this was a direct sequel, I saw almost nothing that reminded me of the original game at all. No alien invaders, no political intrigue, not even any real humor. I mean, there was a lot of laughing, but it was all like, hey, I just stole this thing from that guy. That's hilarious! Now, there's one more thing I want to talk about here, and it's probably the most important, so listen closely. This trailer tells us nothing about what the game will be like. Let's see here. A studio releases a beautifully pre-rendered trailer of a game that seems like it has an amazing story and engaging characters. Everyone assumes this is a fair representation of what the finished game will be like, and when it comes out, it turns out it's this. I hope everyone remembers this piece of crap because it was one of the biggest disappointments in gaming history, and it's a real learning experience. The trailer and the game could not have been more different. And let's not forget about this atrocity. This game almost had a chance to be good, and then the mid-2000s happened, and focus groups happened, and it ended up as a terrible Gears of War knockoff. And when you're the off-brand version of Gears of War, you know you've got problems. The point is, don't get too hyped for this kind of thing. If the past decade of video games has taught us anything, it's that marketers are way better at selling games than big studios are at making them. And seriously though, where the hell is Paige? I mean, he's like the only good thing about this series.